Hello, gem hunter. Have you ever stopped to think that perhaps, without realizing it, you've already thrown away a veritable fortune? Imagine the scene. You're walking along a riverbank and find an ugly, dark, dull stone, the kind we take for granted, and with an automatic gesture you throw it back into the water. But what if that dull pebble were hiding diamonds or rubies inside? Sounds crazy, doesn't it? But that's precisely the magic. Life loves to disguise itself as banal. Most people rush by, distracted, unaware that what appears to be mineral waste could be hidden wealth. It's like that quiet student in class who no one notices, until one day they display a talent that leaves everyone speechless. While some see only rocks, others can identify subtle signs that change everything. And the most surprising thing, these stones aren't in vaults, but right there, in ordinary rivers, waiting for the gaze of someone who isn't satisfied with the surface. Those who see beyond appearances transform an unpretentious walk into an opportunity to discover treasures. And if you also want to learn to see what no one else sees, leave your like now and subscribe to the channel, because from now on you will look at the stones in the river with different eyes. As the river's water flows silently, it holds secrets that most hasty eyes never perceive. Each stone rolled by the current is a fragment of history, shaped by thousands of years, as if they were small natural vaults hiding enigmas. Ancient prospectors used to say that rivers were the veins of the earth, pulsing with hidden gems, and there is something profoundly true in this belief. Nature doesn't shout, it whispers. Those who don't learn to listen to this whisper end up treating treasures as if they were just ordinary gravel. It's curious to imagine that worn, colorless stones have once revealed riches capable of changing the lives of entire families, transforming a careful look into a lasting inheritance. There's a poetry in this, that which seems insignificant can carry within itself a brilliance that rivals the stars. But of course, the earth doesn't hand anything over. It demands patience, sensitivity, and a willingness to look beyond the surface. Perhaps that's why so few become true treasure hunters, while most continue to tread on riches without knowing it. And the big question is, how can you distinguish a dull stone from one that holds $1 million secret? Imagine walking by a river and stumbling upon a dark, heavy stone that gleams faintly in the sunlight. Most people wouldn't pay it much attention. Oh, just another piece of oxidized metal, they'd say. However, geologists know that this type of dark stone, with its metallic sheen, can be much more than it seems. Sometimes this reflection is a sign of the presence of rare minerals that, when analyzed, reveal incredibly valuable values. It's like finding a wallet lying on the street and thinking it's empty, but inside it's hidden an unlimited card. This type of stone has fooled many, but it has also enriched those who had the patience to take a closer look. And here's the key. Nature loves to hide its riches behind the appearance of trash. Isn't it curious? Just like in life, how many opportunities seem like problems, until someone looks with different eyes and discovers the gold hidden in the difficulty. And if you've ever been surprised by something that seemed worthless, but later turned out to be precious, comment below. I've seen that happen. The second stone almost everyone overlooks is the so-called milky stone, an opaque, light-colored rock that doesn't attract the slightest attention. Those who find it rarely imagine that within its seemingly dull structure, rubies or other red gemstones might lurk, ready to be revealed with the right cut. It's almost like a fruit with a hard, flavorless shell, but which holds within a sweet and valuable nectar. Think about it. How many times have you discarded something because it didn't look appealing, without even considering the possibility of something special hiding there? This stone is a living example that we shouldn't trust what we see. Rubies embedded in milky structures have been found by amateurs who, without any special tools, simply broke the stone open and were met with a surprise. The moral is simple. Often, the extraordinary prefers to hide in simple clothing, to test the patience and courage of those who seek it. And if this content is opening your eyes to see beyond the obvious, leave your like so that more people learn to value what seem like just ordinary stones. The third stone is perhaps the most deceptive of all, the porous and irregular one, which looks like a malformed piece of coal or a useless rock. Those who don't know what to look at might think, "That's useless, just nature's dirt." However, this stone has held rough diamonds in various regions of the world, transforming the fortunes of those who dared to examine it more closely. Imagine the irony. A stone considered ugly, with no defined shape, carrying within it the most coveted and valued gem on the planet. It's like an old book, forgotten on a shelf in a second-hand bookstore, but which holds a rare inscription capable of changing the value of the entire work. This is Earth's way of playing hide-and-seek with human eyes, disguising the precious in the envelope of simplicity. It's a constant invitation to train our perception, because only the attentive can distinguish the ordinary from the extraordinary. Now see how this pattern repeats itself. 3 ugly stones, 3 deceptive appearances, 3 opportunities to transform an ordinary look into a millionaire's gaze. What seemed like just a worthless rock suddenly reveals itself as a natural container of hidden treasures. And herein lies the profound lesson. Life, like rivers, hides riches in unexpected forms. The great discoverers were not those with the most tools or money, but those who had the curiosity and persistence to question the obvious. After all, how often does fate present us with something seemingly unimportant, but which, if analyzed more closely, could be the key to transformation? This revelation of the 3 stones is not just a geological detail. It is a living metaphor for the human journey itself. So, if you want to continue learning to recognize these signs that few notice, subscribe to the channel now and activate the bell, because in the next step, I will show you how to clearly identify each of them. Knowing that there are ugly stones hiding treasures is fascinating enough, but what truly transforms curiosity into opportunity is learning to identify them. The first tip is to observe color and texture. Dark stones with metallic sheens don't have the obvious shine of a polished gem, but rather subtle points that reflect light, like tiny hidden sparkles. Milky stones, on the other hand, attract attention precisely because they don't attract attention. They aren't transparent like common quartz, but have a distinct, almost milky opacity that's easily discernible. Porous stones, on the other hand, appear misshapen, with holes and irregularities, but their weight is often deceiving. They're heavier than they appear, revealing the presence of valuable minerals. The more you train your eyes, the faster you'll recognize patterns that previously went unnoticed. But recognizing them isn't enough. You need to know where to look. Ancient riverbeds are veritable natural treasure chests, because the movement of water over centuries has concentrated heavy and valuable minerals. Stream gravel is also strategic. When water sweeps away material during a flood, many of these stones become trapped in low-current areas, accumulating as if left there on purpose. Even riverbanks after major floods can reveal surprises, because the water deposits different stones than those that were previously on the surface. A simple walk after a heavy rain can reveal small hidden treasures. It's in these kinds of details that the attentive excel, and you'll see even more practical examples of where these stones emerge in the next segment of the video. And for those who think they need sophisticated equipment, here's the good news. There are simple tests anyone can perform at home. The scratch test, for example, shows that some hard stones scratch glass, indicating above-average hardness. Comparing the weights of stones of the same size can reveal hidden dense minerals. And observing under light helps you spot subtle sparkles in seemingly opaque stones. These are simple steps that turn any outing into a treasure hunt. Most people step on these stones every day without realizing it, but those who apply these tests find valuable opportunities. Now tell me, which of these tests would you try first? Leave a comment and keep watching, because in the next step, I'll reveal how to turn these observations into real, life-changing discoveries. Once you've learned to identify stones and understand where to look, it's time to realize that the possibilities extend far beyond what you imagine. Amateur prospectors in small rural towns have found rubies hidden in river gravel, something that seemed impossible to outsiders. On other continents, stones discarded by miners have revealed hidden sapphires, changing the lives of those who showed patience and attention. This shows that not everything that seems insignificant is truly worthless. Sometimes wealth disguises itself as ordinary, waiting for curious eyes prepared to see beyond the surface. It's fascinating to see how persistence and observation transform opportunities that go unnoticed into true fortunes. And the most incredible thing is that these examples are not isolated cases. They are repeated around the world, proving that the method works. Those who learn to look carefully notice patterns that previously seemed invisible. The symbolic approach here is powerful. These ugly stones function as metaphors for life. Many opportunities, ideas, and even relationships present themselves discreetly, almost imperceptibly. Only those who train their eye and perception can discover the hidden value, just as a prospector recognizes a ruby among thousands of seemingly ordinary stones. There's a beauty in this lesson. Not everything that glitters is gold, and not everything that appears ugly is useless. Every discovery requires patience, attention to detail, and the courage to explore what others overlook. By internalizing this philosophy, we begin to see the world differently, appreciating small signs and opportunities that most simply overlook. And if you stop to reflect, you'll see that this same principle can transform everyday decisions, from investments to personal choices, radically changing the end result. And here's the challenge. Imagine how many stones you've walked over without realizing their true value. These stories of prospectors and ordinary people who discovered rubies or sapphires in the most unexpected places remind us of something essential. Luck favors those who pay attention. It's not luck in the sense of chance, but rather the ability to notice details that others overlook. And the most interesting thing is that this skill can be developed by anyone who dedicates themselves to observation and experimentation. How many times in life do we overlook something simple without realizing the hidden potential within? Just as an ugly rock in a river can hold diamonds, many opportunities go unnoticed by those who don't train their eyes. The secret lies in noticing details, valuing what others dismiss, and developing the sensitivity to see wealth where no one else looks. Every decision, every moment, and every detail can contain a lesson or an opportunity that changes perspectives. This philosophy transforms the way we react and relate to the world, revealing that fortune lies in paying attention to small signs. Now think, how many opportunities have you missed? If you've made it this far, you've already realized that those ugly river rocks can hide real treasures, and learning to identify them is just the beginning. Now's the time to take action. Comment below which rock you'd like to find first, and share your experience with those who also want to see beyond the obvious. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any tips, because each video offers strategies that can turn curiosity into discovery. Leave a like to support the content and show that you're committed to training your eye and finding opportunities that go unnoticed. The more you practice, the faster you'll learn to recognize patterns and turn common details into valuable opportunities. The next time you pass by a river, look carefully. That ugly rock on the ground could hide a ruby or even a diamond, and the difference between ignoring it and discovering it lies in your trained eye. Nature, like life itself, loves to test our perception, revealing riches where no one else sees them. Every seemingly insignificant detail can teach us something about patience and observation, revealing patterns that go unnoticed. And if you want to take this discovery even further, click on the video now playing on the screen. This rare plant reveals hidden deposits of diamonds and gold, almost no one knows about it. It's an opportunity to continue training your eye and discover secrets that few know. See you later, Gem Hunter.